Brainscan is a 1994 sci-fi slasher directed by John Flynn and written by Andrew Kevin Walker, who would later go on to write Seven, a very excellent serial killer film. This one is about Michael, a young outcast from school who basically only likes violent video games and horror movies, and he only has one friend named Kyle. However, he's told of an amazing video game called Brainscan, which he orders and shows up in the mail. He plays it and it gives him a sort of VR experience where he gets to pretend to be a serial killer. And he violently attacks a man in his bedroom and takes the foot as a trophy. However, the next day the police show up at the man's house, and he realizes that this video game is definitely not VR. And this entity called the Trickster shows up and basically says that in order to keep playing the game and stay ahead of the police, he needs to continue to kill every single witness or anyone who knows about the game. So Brainscan doesn't quite work because it doesn't want to commit to anything. It wants to be like a sci-fi slasher, but it doesn't really do the slasher part very well. There's not enough like kills. A lot of the stuff is inferred or done off screen. You've got the detective guy who's okay, but he's only in the movie for a little bit, and you know, I do like that actor, but you know, he doesn't have much of a presence, and he's just sort of chasing the young man. And, you know, ultimately it just doesn't want to commit to being either a sci-fi sort of movie or a slasher movie. Also, the themes of, you know, video games cause violence isn't really utilized very well. And there's a pretty weak twist near the end that sort of changes a lot of things. But overall, Brainscan's, you know, one of those just middling offerings from the early 90s. It doesn't know what it quite wants to be, but, you know, I still enjoyed it a little bit, I guess, so I give Brainscan a 4 out of 10.